My PB's 24:30 for 5k, so I think I came in at about 27 today. So yeah, I'm meant to be speeding up as I get closer to the election, but I seem to be slowing down. I think it's just I'm tired during the week. Keeping fit's really important. You know, I've always struggled with my fitness, with my weight, and so it's just get you out of bed on a Saturday morning.
Who's on this side? Daddy. It's funny, they recognise Jeremy, or they recognise Lady Hawk, then they sort of look up and they see me and they go, oh, you're Chris's wife. Jeremy looks so much like him that people sort of see him and they go, oh, that's Chris's son, and then they sort of connect the dots. Yeah.
I grew up not far from here, just literally about a kilometre as the crow flies in King's Crescent, Central Lower Hutt. Always late to school, even though we live right next door, White House. We did like a whole project for like 6 weeks on Tudor England and learned about Henry VIII and the 6 wives, and I think that's where I got my love of history from. I don't think they do that stuff at primary school anymore, but yeah, we had like a Tudor feast and I came dressed up as Sir Walter Raleigh. Dad was a journalist. He was a sort of Paddy Gower of his generation, I suppose, in the late 1980s or early to mid 1980s. He was TVNZ political correspondent for 3 or 4 years. Went for RNZ as well, Radio New Zealand. And Mum was a teacher and then retrained as a lawyer when I was at primary school. My grandmother, who's passed away now as well, and my grandfather on my mother's side were both Methodist social activists. Nana famously got arrested on the Hutt Road, just literally over here, State Highway 2, in the Springbok tour in 1981, lay down on the Hutt motorway and got arrested, 100 hours community service. So yeah, I think I've always sort of been interested in kind of, social progress and trying to make things better, and maybe I got that from my nana and my grandfather.
I think good politicians listen, reflect, read and think deeply about the world, and if necessary, change their minds. I hope to always be open to that in my time in this House.
I've learned a lot along the way, and I think that's, as I said in my maiden speech, I think that's what good politicians do. Back in 2007, my debating partner and I won the Cambridge Union debating tournament. First time a New Zealand team had ever won in Cambridge. Debated in the Oxford Union, stood at the dispatch box, the same dispatch box that Longy had stood at in the 1984 nuclear debate. Love cricket, love music, love food. So I always say to people, if I wasn't an MP, maybe I'd be try and be in a band or try and play cricket or open a restaurant. There's highs and lows in politics. I think every politician would tell you that. I've said stupid things before that, I regret. Get too angry in Parliament. I try and keep an even keel. Try and play hard but fair. My mum always used to say to me in 6th and 7th form, there's no substitute for hard work. Just work hard. And that's stood me in pretty good stead, actually. Because I think that was her philosophy. Pretty much her life was just like work hard, and she's amazing. She's done amazing things in her career and as a mum.
7 o'clock.
So you've got Jenna, who's amazing, and wee Jeremy, who's just 14 months now, almost 14 months. Just started walking for the first time, and we got Lady Hawk 5 years ago.
Yeah, we met at university. We were both debaters, so spent quite a lot of time together in the debating society, and then both worked at Parliament as well. With Chris being in Parliament, you have to be a unit, you've got to be a team and be 100% supportive of each other all the time. So that's what we try to do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. 2009?
Yeah, 2009.
14 years.
14 years ago.
Yeah, we got married in 2019, so it took a while to get around to get married. Jenna's got her own career and her own path and her own views, and I've got my own career, my own path and my own views, and I think we're both really respectful of each other, which is really good.
But we call each other out a lot. Like, we definitely disagree.
Yeah.
But got good mechanisms for working through disagreements.
Yeah. I lose all the time. It's fine.
He lets me win.
I win most of the debates in Parliament, so no. No. She's much more practical than I am. Like, she
That's
fixes
true.
all the stuff in the house.
I do all the flat packs.
I'm incompetent, yeah, correct. I'm incompetent at like manual labour and like home handiwork. Jenna does it all. I sort out the creepy crawlies, Jenna sorts out the fixing stuff.
Is it our wedding vows?
It was. Alongside watching all the Harry Potter movies and reading all the books, which I've now done.
And you were supposed to stop biting your nails.
I was meant to stop biting my nails, which
done that.
I have not. I failed my vows. It's a work in progress. It's kind of cliched, probably every new dad says this, but you know, you start thinking about the future and what sort of New Zealand you want us to be in the future, and yeah, I don't know, has it made me softer? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely has.
Okay,
You're
right.
a massive softie with him.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
I know exactly
I was a
who's going to
softie
play bad cop and good cop when
I
he's
think I was
older.
a softie before, to be honest.